In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to start a meditation practice at home, or pretty much anywhere. I'll go over the things that you might need. I'll answer some basic questions like how long do I need to meditate for? When is the best time of day? I'll go over postures and hand placements. And lastly, I'll go over a breathing meditation at the end. And if this sounds like something that interests you, don't forget to press the subscribe button down below and the bell for notification for future content. I just want to say meditation has changed my life in so many ways, and I talk about it more about how it changed my life and the benefits of meditation. I'll link that video down below if you're interested in watching that. And let's begin today's video. So the first thing I want to mention about starting a meditation at home is that you'll want to find a nice, quiet environment where you won't be disturbed for the time that you are going to practice meditation. You can do it inside or outside, just as long as it's nice and quiet. You'll want to make sure that your space is comfortable and inviting. So for an extra bonus, if you want to set the mood, you can light a candle, you can burn some incense, or even put some essential oils in a diffuser. Basically, you want to do anything that will enhance your senses or awaken your senses while you're meditating. When you start a meditation practice, you'll also want to set a time aside when you will practice your meditation. So if you're going to do it in the morning or at night or midday, just plan a time, maybe put it into your calendar. I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes in the morning, so just put it in your calendar. With meditation, you can just start with once a day, or you can do it multiple times a day. I suggest if you can do it multiple times a day, so morning, midday, maybe between a transition, like when you get home from work before you step in the front door. Or if you can't do that, you might want to just do it at bedtime, right before bed, so you can get relaxed and go straight to bed. So that's if you can do it multiple times a day. If you can't do it multiple times a day and you only can do it once, I would recommend doing it in the morning or nighttime. And I would prefer the morning, or I would suggest the morning, because it's a good way to start your day. And so you can carry that energy of whatever you want, your intention for that day, to carry you throughout. But if you can't meditate in the morning, the next best choice is to do it at night, so you can relax the body and just get ready for bed and just set yourself up for really good sleep and good dreams. So a lot of people are curious about how long you should meditate in a day. I would say ideally you would want to meditate about an hour throughout the whole day. You can do it all at once, or if you want to divide it up, you can do 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes midday, 20 minutes at night, or maybe 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night, however you want to set that up. I know that can sound intimidating, but after you do it for a long time, it'll just be like second nature. But as a beginner, I would start off with maybe just a few minutes, or maybe 5 minutes, and then do it daily. And each day that you do it, I would increase it maybe by 1 minute. There's this Japanese word called kaizen, and it means continual improvement. So even if it doesn't sound like a lot, that you are just increasing your time by 1 minute every day, or whatever you have available, over time, like say in 3 months or a year, you'll be up to an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3, I don't know. It's going to be up to you and what you need. So I'm going to go over the things that you may need during your meditation practice. First thing that I would start off with is make sure that you have comfortable clothing, sweatpants, or maybe some yoga gear, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Next thing I would think about is somewhere to sit down on. So I'm sitting on a meditation cushion. If you don't have one of these, you can always use a block, a yoga block on the lowest setting. If you don't have a block, you can always use a blanket to sit on the edge. And if you don't have a blanket, you can always use a couch pillow. And the reason why this is important to have or sit something that you're propped on is because sometimes when we sit flat on the floor, we can start to have numbness and tingling in our legs. So as long as your hip is above your knees, we'll get that circulation going on and we won't have any discomfort issues during our meditation practice. Oh, and if you want to look at the meditation pillow, it just looks like this. It looks like a big kidney bean. And then if you don't have any of these things, you can just sit flat on the floor like this. The most traditional pose is lotus, and that's just going to be basically your feet on top of your thighs. Like this, lotus pose. This is not the most comfortable for me, so I usually just do it cross-legged with one foot in front of the other. If you can't sit on the floor, you can also use a chair. You'll just have your feet flat on the floor and you'll be sitting forward with back away for the back of the chair, and you want to have your face forward, chest forward. You can also lie in bed, but this is not the preferred choice for meditation. If you lie in bed, just make sure that your neck and your spine are aligned and that your head is not angled up or neck is not angled up, and also that your knees are not touching each other, so that keeps you awake and that you don't fall asleep. So next I'm going to go over the hand placements, where you should place your hands while meditating. I would start with maybe just your hands with your palms facing down on top of your knees. This is good for grounding, and that basically just means to make you feel more like you're in your body, you're rooted down into the earth, and you just feel like you're in this space and present. The second hand position is palms faced up, and this is a sign for receiving. You can set an intention to receive anything that you want. Positivity, if you want to receive clarity, if you want to feel peaceful, anything that you want to receive today. I would place your hands, palms facing upward. You can also do that with your hands where your hip meets your thigh and just one hand over the other. This works as well as placing them over your thighs. Another hand placement you can use is prayer hands. So you're just going to bring your hands together and you're going to have your thumbs touching your chest. If that's not comfortable for you, you can also do one hand on top of each other, just touching the heart. Putting your hands on your chest or near your heart, you're bringing your awareness to your heart and to yourself. Another popular hand placement is the Om Mudra, and this is the touching of your index finger to your thumb, and then you're going to place it palms up on top of your thighs. And this is associated with connecting with your intuition and enlightenment. So if you'd like to receive enlightenment, you can use the Om Mudra. Another hand placement you can use is placing one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. And this just brings the awareness to your breathing. In meditation practice, we want to use our breath to guide us, and we're going to use belly breathing or diaphragmatic breathing. and that is where your belly expands when you inhale, and then your chest rises. A lot of times we breathe through our chest, and they're very short and shallow, which keeps us in a state of anxiousness or stress. The more we breathe through our belly, the more oxygen we receive, and the more that we're signaling to our brain to become in balance or become relaxed. The next thing that's important about meditation is your posture. You want to be completely aligned in your back or your spine. So it's nice and comfortable, but at the same time, you're awake and aware. The best way to get into alignment is imagining a string attached to the top of your head, and then you gently pull up, and then your neck, back are just aligned with each other, and your face is forward, your chest is slightly forward, and it feels nice and comfortable, and you are aware. You don't want your back to be curved, because then that kind of blocks your energy. So just make sure that it's upright, aligned. In most of the meditations I use one of two different types of breath. The first one is called coherent breathing, where you are breathing in equal amounts, so in and out, an equal amount, and it is about 6 breaths per minute. This brings your autonomic system into balance. I didn't go over this very clearly in one of my other videos, but basically your autonomic system determines your state of being. Sympathetic nervous system is in control of your flight or fight response. So you have all this adrenaline in your body. You're just ready to run just in case there's a lion that comes out to come attack you. And that's where we spend most of our day, even though there's nothing chasing us or there's any danger. But because we have such shallow chest breathing, that's how we feel. The other side of the autonomic system is the parasympathetic, and the parasympathetic is control of rest and digest. So every time that you're eating something, your energy is kind of focused on digesting, and you're just kind of relaxed state. You're not in a state of stress that anything's going to come and attack you. When we do coherent breathing, it just brings these two states into balance. So you're not one or the other. The other type of breathing I use is relaxing, and this shifts your autonomic system to the relax or rest and digest, and you're just ready to go to bed or go into deep meditation. The relaxing breath consists of 2 to 3 breaths per minute. So it's very deep. I just want to mention there are a lot of different styles of meditation. So I would encourage you to explore different types. The one that I'm going to be doing today is just a focused breathing meditation. If you want to see my other video, I have it in the description box below about different types, but there's even more than I mentioned in that video. So definitely, if you're interested, go research meditation styles. So before we begin the meditation practice, I want to just go through all the things again about how to start meditation. So first, you want to make sure that you find a quiet environment where you won't be disturbed. You want to make sure that you're wearing comfortable clothing, and you want to make sure that you have the proper things that you will need to sit comfortably, whether you're sitting on the floor or in a chair or in your bed. At this point, I would like you to set an intention of what you would like to receive from this meditation practice. So we went over the hand placements. If you're feeling spacey or anxious, I'd put your palms facing down on top of your lap or on your thighs. And if you're feeling like you need some energy, positivity, I would put my hands open to receive. And if you feel like you need some guidance, I'd place your hands on your heart, either in prayer or hands on top of each other to connect to your heart and yourself. Or if you want to place your hands in the Om Mudra for intuition and enlightenment. Okay. So let's begin this practice. You can keep your eyes open, or if you'd like, you can go ahead and close your eyes now. I want you to take a big, deep, and cleansing breath. And if you want, you can place your hand on your heart and your belly to focus on the breathing. So we're going to inhale through the belly and through the chest, and exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can continue to breathe on your own at your own pace. I would observe the thoughts that come up while you're meditating and just let them go. And if you get caught up in a thought, just make sure to bring your awareness back to your breath, and don't judge yourself for not being perfect, and just continue where you are. If you want, you can set a timer on your phone, or if you want, you can count your breaths on your fingers. So you can just, every time you inhale, you can move your finger, and maybe go for 10 rounds if you like. And when you're done counting, just remember to return to your normal breath. At this point, you're going to be relaxed, and you can extend your meditation practice further if you want to go into a body scan or a yoga nidra, which is just bringing the awareness to the different parts of your body. If you want more, I'll have guided meditations at the end of the video, and you can just play them and continue with your meditation practice. If you've made it to the end of this video, I just want to thank you. I have such a passion for meditation, and I'm so happy to be teaching it to you. And like I said before, at the end of the video, you'll be able to click on guided meditations that I've already created. I'll also link them down below in the description box. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and press the subscribe button and the notification for future content. If you learned anything from today, I would like you to comment that down below. and comment any kind of intention that you're going to set. So if you're going to practice for 5 minutes tomorrow, or you're going to practice as soon as you wake up in the morning, go ahead and comment down below. I would love to hear from you. And if you'd like to connect with me, I am on Instagram at Inner Journey Kim I. So I'll link that down below as well. And that is all for today's video. I am sending you love, light, and positivity.